Good afternoon. Today is the 7th of November and this is a slightly shambolic shuffle around the 2025 NEC Classic Motor Show sponsored by Lancaster Insurance, Part 8. I do apologise in advance if I get things wrong, which has happened constantly through the last 7 parts. If I fall over, if I get interrupted by announcements, if it's just generally a terrible video, I'm afraid it's just the way that it goes on this channel. So we've found ourselves at this side valve Ford stand at Hall 8, which is mainly where all the Fords live during the show. Got a 1938 E93A Ford Prefect, known as Babs. Very early for that generation of Ford. I can't say really I know anything about these viewers. I see them every year at the show and my knowledge should be better. It is, but I tend to forget all the information after I've actually seen it. It's busy in here. To look at Popular. Popular was basically a continuation of the Anglia, and it became Britain's cheapest car in the mid to late 50s. This one, say what hundred it is. Gosh, it's just so, by the 1950s, when these were being made, it would have looked incredibly old-fashioned. But look at the Protons, which came a bit later. They gave you an old car for a low price. It's still reasonably competitive. And here is the next Popular that was made between 59 and 62, when the Anglia 105E and 123E had come out. So yeah, we've got some sort of side valve here, 1172, 36 horsepower. That's all you get, 36 horsepower. Then we've got something else here as well. This is actually a Ford Escort. No, I didn't make a mistake. This is a Ford Escort. There were 2 different versions of the estate design of the side valve. One was called the Squire, one was called the Escort. This is an Escort. Yeah. Wow. Still got that 1172 engine with 36 horsepower. First ever Escort. Then we got this is the E83W commercial, which I'm sure was around for a lot before Thames name was used on these. And then we've got one of these Anglias, which preceded the Popular. And the Anglia obviously was updated to the newer design, the 100E. Ford Y&C model register. This is even older stuff now. Definitely pre-war. A lot of them painted in black because it may be not the most optimistic time in the world. Unfortunately, we don't have much in the way of information sheets on those, so I'm as ignorant as you are about what these are. I wouldn't know. Ford Model A roadster pickup. Ford Model A chassis. We have a complete car. It'd probably be better if we had one. Let's go and see if we can find one. It is. There we go. 1931 4-door sedan. Someone spent a long time restoring that, haven't they? Beautiful. How about some Ford V8 Pilots, like this one? You always see these in the sort of the early 50s films in Britain being driven by gangsters and things like that. Yeah, another Ford V8 Pilot. Ford V8 Pilot engine was also used in Allard and things like that. Oh, excellent Watney's in Watney's red barrel. Brilliant. Right. Let's have a look at some Mark 1 Capris. 1972 Ford Capri 3000 GT XLR. You could have all of those letters at once. There is one that looks very nice, isn't it? A bit expensive. 71 1600 GT XLR. Not with vinyl roof this time though. So we can see if we can identify the differences between the later and earlier ones. Actually pretty easy. You can see this is the later one, which has got the larger rear lights. This 1600 here is an earlier one because of the smaller rear lights. And so is this yellow one here. This obviously is almost right before the facelift. Then we have 73 in copper bronze, 3 litre GXL. Very nice. Options on something like that. Rear lights are very different. And then we've got a very, very early Mark II here. Gear automatic with 3 litre engine. 3 litre Essex on an M registration. Fabulous colour. And a John Player Special. I wasn't aware the John Player Specials were actually available in white. I thought they were all black. Which is what I know. Yeah, this is a 1.6. That is a 75, like this one. So this is the John Player Special Capri that I'm more familiar with in this colour. Are those wheels with little gold bits on them standard? And is that official optional spoiler? Interesting. Next we'll go round and have a look at the AVO stand.
But it is really cool, so I was taking there. They've got a P6. Yeah.
So yeah, Mark 1 Escort 2-door has been modified, of course, for racing. Probably a lot more power than standard in this one. The Bilstein shocks. There we go. Another very powerful Mark 1 2-door. And then a couple of sort of road going ones here. This one's in Mexico, 7071 plate. That looks incredibly tidy. Wow. It's a 71. This is requiring some improvement. Oh my gosh, look at those inner wings. Not get caught on the side of it. There we go. There we go. RS 2000, registered 74, bought in 1990 for £1,400. Might need a bit of work, viewers. That's would be my estimation there. Welsh Ford Owners Club. Excellent. Okay, we've got a nice Mark III Fiesta here. Is this an RS 1800 or RS Turbo? It's an RS Turbo, okay. 90 to 1991. Registration, here we go. The service history is there. And then a Series 1 Escort RS Turbo, 1985-86 registration. Very much a Leslie Asham Series 2 cat size specification. Then a very nice Sierra Sapphire 4x4. It's a Cosworth, isn't it? That looks really, really neat and standard. I like that. 1990 would be with these sort of smoke rear lights they came with by then, I think. And then a very, very fast looking Focus with a, oh my gosh, Toyota V8 engine in it. Wow. That's absolutely insane. Let's have a look at the Ford Supervan 2. My gosh, yeah, Supervan 1, 2 and 3. The marketing exercise to promote the Transit. The fastest Transits I've ever seen. Excellent. I don't know what engine that is at all, I'm not sure. And then Supervan 1, which is a V8. Signed by Terry Drury. Oh, it's not in there, is it? It's somewhere else. Yes. Oh, viewers, it's somewhere else entirely. Supervan 3 is even more bonkers. It's like an F1 car with a van on top of it. Yeah, they decided to put a GT40 engine, in the back of the Transit, because why not? Low capacity is a bit diminished though. And then we've got the Supervan 3. It's basically like an F1 car there, as far as I remember. That is pretty bonkers, viewers. But you still get headlamp wiper action, so I mean, that's not so bad, is it? Let's have a look at some Cortinas, shall we? A nice Mark IV. It's a signal orange or something when I'm being completely stupid like I normally am. It's a 2.3S, that's a rare thing, that. Is it for sale by any chance, viewers? I think it might be. As Mr. Bill from the Fuel Power channel says, this could be yours. Call Taz on 0770613 There we go. And then a very, very late Mark V Cortina. It's a Crusader or something. It's a bit light one. These are available for like 1.3 upwards, I think, on the Crusaders. Someone's for the Type 9 gearbox, probably not a bad idea.
And he was one of the good Ford lads in Ford body.
Yeah, it's a 1.6 Crusader estate. These lasted for quite a long time. They were very, very popular indeed back in 1982. Then a Mark 4 2-liter gear. I drove one of these in January. One of my friends owns one. It keeps me spotted all over the place. It's a brown one. 77, 78 registration. Yeah, they're quite good fun actually. Better with a Type 9 conversion personally, but there we go. And how much an Anglia is? Here we go. Anglia convertible. Who made this? It's a 1961. Didn't say. Is it Crayford or something? I don't know. Right. Deluxe Saloon Anglia, 1962. There's similar colours, these, both of them. Lime green and ermine white. And then we've got this standard Anglia here, of Anglia Estate. You see the grille is completely different from the Deluxe and Super. The standard ones ended up being quite rare. Most people went for a Deluxe at least. They didn't go for these standard ones. This one has also been modified with a 2-litre Z-Tech engine from the Focus with a higher booster throttle body and a Rotrex supercharger of 262 horsepower. It's a bit more than the standard Kent engine that came in them, isn't it? A bit more than that. And then we've got a custom saloon here from 1962, which has had a bespoke interior in it as well. There's a pickup there, but I can't get to that at the moment, so I have to leave that. And a Mark I Cortina, which is very nice. WC, so that would be a press car or something. And then a racing Cortina. And a very late sort of standard one. Is this a Super or something? Let's take a look here. Oh, it's a GT, okay. Number 65. Wow. Yeah, 60 years old this year, that thing. Mark III Capri 3-litre S in Strato Silver. Very good. The only thing is that the ones that are professionals have had side graphics, like this one actually does have that, and it wouldn't have had a vinyl roof. None of the ones, I think there were 4 in total that was kind of Strato Silver. None of them were vinyl roof. They were all no roofs, so no vinyl roof. Then 8788 XR2 Fiesta. That looks in very good order actually. We've got the highest spec dash in here. There was a low spec dash for some of the populars and things like that, but most people would have wanted a high spec dash, L and upwards. And then here's the Ford sort of Saxon prototype car, which I think predated the Cortina actually. Or rather, there we go. They were going to make a coupe version, and they didn't really do anything with it in the end. Someone actually made a replica of the Saxon. Crazy, that took 12 months. Okay viewers, this is some more mini action. John Speed Limited. Wow. So all this stuff has happened to it. Basically it's a lot more powerful, 1380 conversion, which is popular with certain people in the fraternity, I'm sure. Supplied by Croker and Bridger, of course, fine purveyors of used cars to the motor trade for back jobs in Italy. That is a 7122. That could actually be a one of the last for Coopers. This is a Mini HL from 1981, but it's been considerably modified to be an awful lot faster, even with fishnet Recaro. Excellent. Honda VTEC Mini, yeah, that's actually a relatively popular conversion. You see quite a few of these. Mini Z car. A Suzuki 1.3 in there. 1960 Mini Minor Deluxe. Now these are quite expensive actually. Particularly the sort of really early ones. So that's a 60. So with 59 it'd be even more money. That's immaculate, isn't it? Pike Speed. I've heard of this. A 63 Morris Cooper S. Pike Speed. And then the Grand Prix, Cooper Grand Prix 2. 1995. There we go. I've never seen one of these before, actually, to be honest. I've never seen one. Didn't know they even existed. Got 2 fuel tanks on this one as well. There we go. Then we've got ultra luxury and more modern features in here. Wow. It's a wooden picket by Callum. Goodness me, that's expensive, isn't it? A police minivan. 79 to 80 plate, this one actually. What would the police want with a minivan in 79? Answer the comment section below. Right, here we go. So Northwest Minis have bought a selection of things like R53s. Then got this R53 I think as well. Yeah, got a little scoop there. You need more power, don't you? Of course you do. Mini Clubman in really rather nice condition there. I'm not surprised it's a club winner. It's a 1970 Clubman. That's in superb order. As is this Mini 30 from 1989. Yeah, but this is a more common colour I see. I've got it purple, or it's sort of like a sort of burgundy. Then an R52 convertible from 2004. Yeah, Y-Reg Minis, which this is a press car actually, this one. YIBL and press cars from the launch in 2001. And then we've got the R53s, they came out in 2002. The O2s register. Y register, O2 register, and the O4, Cabrio 4. There we go, it's Cabrio 4. Still quite an early one on the 51 plate though. Another Y registered R50 Mini Cooper. There's an O2 plate Mini Cooper S, Jeremy Clarkson's standing there. And then another one of the Cabrios from 2004. Quite a few of the early minis seem to be red for some reason. club for not only Cooper S's, but all Mini and VW Minis, interestingly enough. It's Paddy Hopkirk edition. Managed in 2020. I drove one of these. It was 2016, I think. A long time ago. A long time ago now.
And he said as soon as departing.
1990 Cooper Flame Red. I've seen one of those for a while. And then a 1964 Austin Mini Cooper S. Just a registration number. Mini 1275 GT, one of the absolute lot. 81 registered car, but it must have hung around for a very long time. It was registered over a year after it was manufactured. Mighty Mini's racing car. Let's get around that way, viewers. There we go, that's the Mighty Mini's racing car. There's that incredibly late 1275 GT registered in 1981. There's the front of that Austin Cooper S. Let's have a look at some Mini Mokes. Why not? So we've got a, I think this is a Portuguese built one, as far as I remember. This late, yeah, that's it. 1987. This is an Australian one. It's built in around 1979. I've watched Return to Paradise. I don't know why. Why did I watch that? I'm a strange person. That's probably why I watched it. Then we've got a British original one. This is a 65. I think the launch was 1964. That is a pretty early one then. Morris badged. Right, we've come to the Cooper Cup International stand, which is celebrating 40 years of Live Aid apparently. So the first one I've got here is a 1980 Mark III V8 X-Pac white and blue. Never seen an X-Pac Mark III before, but maybe I'm just ignorant. Next we've got a 1973 RS 3100 in modern green. Made for press car. Next we've got a very nice 1978 diamond white Ford Capri 3-litre S. The launch of these was March 78. This is one of the actual press cars used in the launch. There we go. There's the photograph of this car. Takes action shots in Buckinghamshire. Then this very nice Mark I. It's 1970 2000 GT XLR V4. Can't really see that, there's just a crowd of people around it. And then 1984 diamond white 2-litre S. The 2-litre S lasted longer than the 3-litre S, so the 3-litre S was dropped in 1981 to make way for the 2.8 injection. Now this stand with the custom vans is always here. It's always a bit peculiar for me to see it surrounded by Fords, but just the way it always is. So here's a Chevy van. Not the most original name, I must admit, but there we go. Can't believe how late this is, like a 1993-94 plate. It looks like something from the late 70s. Next we've got this pickup here. Big thing, isn't it? Absolutely enormous. Look at those door handles. Wow, it's a Ford Ranchero from about 1968. Don't get anywhere near front of it, viewers. I just won't put down the mole for you. Another Chevy van, again on an L-Reg. Sort of 1993, 1994. All this interior, I crochet. You certainly do, don't you? Wow. Right, viewers, that is Delights of Hall 8. Let's go to the next section. Right viewers, we've done Hall 8 now. Let's make a start in Hall 4, shall we? We're going to do most of this tomorrow. We'll just make a quick start in here, 5 minutes or so. So look at the Vauxhall stands. HB Viva, this one. HBB8B. Ooh, viewers, we've got something rather different under the bonnet of this one than the old Viva engine that used to be in here. Very rare actually, the HB Vivas. Got an HA here, pre-suffix plate, so that suggests it's very, very old, before 1965. I think there just originally was just one engine. I think it was a 1057 engine, from memory, something like that. But in HC, they're the most common ones you'll see, because they made them for much longer. They made them for 9 years, the HCs, and my family had absolutely loads of them. My parents had one of these, my uncle had one of these, my grandparents had one of these. I drove one in 2023, and I can't say I was particularly impressed with the way it handled. It wasn't the fastest car I had, it was a 1256 from 72. That one is a 4-door, it's from 73, 74. Let's go this way actually. HC Viva SL, it was a bit nicer than the standard ones. 71, 72 registration on a K. A bit more things like vinyl roof and mud flaps and wing mirrors and all sorts of things. That Viva here, this HA, has got wheels off like a Cavalier Coupe or something. Light recommissioning. Not too bad considering how old it is. It's a 64 this. Wow. Don't really see these outside shows. Of course, don't trip over the toolbox. Woo. And that's not a mistake either. This HA van, they made these until 1983, still using the HA design. So this is not an accident or anything. It's one of the very last of them. Yeah, 83. There we go. There's been work going on here on that. And then an HB Viva GT. Looks nice. I think that stripe was standard on the GTs from memory. I don't know for sure, but I think so. I'd say sort of 68, 69 on a G. And then we've got the, they call this Bedford Beagle or Dormobile. It's a Dormobile, yeah. Again, based on the HA Viva. I can't remember where these sort of ran to actually. I forget. This one is a 67 or 68, 68. Mark 1 Deluxe 3 berth. 3 berth. I've got to know the other people quite well to be in one of those. Let's just finish off by looking at this particular stand here, because I quite like the look of this. So we've got the Opel GT here. Most of them are 1900 GTs. There was a rare 1100 GT version, not sold over here. You get them in America, not in here, not over here though. Yeah, it's a 1.9. Cam in head, aren't they, these? Then we've got this Opel Kadett 82, 83. It's very similar to an Astra, but we've had a bit of an engine transport, haven't we? I think that is a Astra GTE engine. Because why not? And then we've got a Mark 3 GSI here with some power. 9697 on the P. I quite like Mark 3 Astra series. I've driven quite a lot of them. I think 4. I was quite fond of them then. And then we've got a Chevette. ChevetteCadets.com. But we don't need any more letters if necessary. Is that a customised red top or something here? This is a facelift car, so it should have the plush front end, but it doesn't for some reason. On sort of 182 registration. Right, that's it for today, viewers. I have had plenty, and you probably have too. So we'll come back tomorrow. Thank you ever so much indeed once again for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video and comment below, and we will see you in part 9 for even more incorrect information.